and clean and do my wifely duties. But it was so much more because I married my husband. I am my husband's wife. Now, the things I do may not work for everybody else, but my purpose was to be his wife. So, and it was, I think, for a purpose.
That's powerful. Shalawam to you viewers. This beautiful sister is expressing her admittance for being a wife and what it means and what her purpose means as it pertains to being a wife. I think this is my first time seeing a sister express her purpose based on being a wife for the man that she's with. How she explains that she is his wife. She's serving her purpose that she was created to be with this man. Let her continue.
For today, to do exactly what I'm doing here on YouTube, is to give back, to be an example. Because who knew that 27 years ago we'll be in a situation today where women are the way that they are, meaning uncovered, no manners, just living out of order and not even being aware of what they're doing. So I just think I'm supposed to be this person. I'm supposed to be a wife. But to kind of answer your question a little bit more, I was able to.
Let me slow down with this. And she said that she feels that she's supposed to be this person. If we go back to Genesis 3 and Salakia, Genesis 3. And let's go to the punishments that the Most High passed out to Eve and the serpent and Adam. And this is Genesis 3 and 13. And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord said unto the serpent, and 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. 16, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception. Okay, so in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. So those are the contractions that the woman will endure since she broke the law. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you. He shall rule over you, meaning the natural order, God, Jesus, man, woman, and child. The punishment is for the woman to come back to her natural order. How come her punishment is for her to come back to the natural order? Because just like this sister just said, women of modern day women are uncovered and they're out of order. Okay, out of order. Okay, out of order meaning the child rules over the woman, and the woman today has compassed a man, and she's the head of her household. She's making decisions that she was not divinely supposed to be making. Okay, now let's continue with the sister.
Husband and I, we really literally, I took it seriously. I took being married very seriously. I took my vows very seriously. I would say when we were saying our vows, my knees started to shake. And at that moment, I realized it was real. Just at that moment, at the courthouse on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock. No lie.
Now, notice how she says she went to a courthouse. She didn't have to have this extravagant $400,000 wedding. She didn't put a price tag on being married. Like she didn't say he has to at least have this, this, and this, or he has to at least do this, this, and this in order for her to be his wife or to become married to him. She says that it wasn't the marriage, it was the part about her being his wife. Okay, she's more focused on being his wife instead of being more focused on this wedding. Modern day women, black women especially, they want this wedding. They want this wedding. They're not really big on being a wife. They want the wedding.
There was no ring. There was a little ring, but all that stuff didn't matter. It was
Okay, she said there was a ring. It was a little ring. The ring didn't matter. So this is a spiritual woman who's in touch with her purpose. In the Holy Bible, no one is getting married with a ring on their finger. Isaac and Rebekah went into his mother's tent. Scripture says they came out from the tent and they were together. Okay, there are no rings in the scripture. Okay, it's all based on spirituality, and according to the scripture, sex seals the deal as far as sex is marriage. According to the scripture, the woman's supposed to be a virgin, and the man proves that she's a virgin by taking the sheets to the father and proving to the father she's a virgin. Of course, modern day today, lack of fathers in these households. Women are out of order. Children rule over the women. Women are the heads of the households. There are no fathers to give their children away in marriage. There's a high percentage of households in America without fathers. So most women are running around uncovered with no fathers, with no values, without the proper values to even be a wife. They're not even raised to be a wife. They're raised to be selfish, and they're raised to be independent from marriage. Okay, so this is what they're doing. Okay.
At that moment, I took it very serious, and I realized it wasn't about me. I realized it was a covenant, and I did not want to disappoint. So that's what's so important.
Okay, she realized there's a covenant. Keyword covenant. Modern day women who lead in divorces, 80% of marriages 80% of divorces are filed with a woman in America. So these modern day women do not take the covenant serious. Most women in America, with an exception to the fathers who are deceased, or the fathers that are complete deadbeats, if you will. The majority of these children being born are being born out of just superficial sexual relations. Okay, fornication. Okay, for lack of a better word, a lot of the majority of these children today are being born from just fornication. Their mothers were just fornicating. Their mothers were not seeking marriage. Their mother was not vetting this man or for marriage, or he wasn't a marriage prospect. Okay, a lot of these children born today were born because the mothers were just effing around. Okay.
It helps build my relationship while keeping me covered and in order with the discipline and structure that I feel like a woman needs. So that's what marriage has done for me.
Wow, that's really beautiful. And
that is powerful how she admitted and she expressed her virtuous duty within her covenant with the man, marriage. This is beautiful. Okay, I don't know this sister. This is my first time coming across this channel. I want to give a shout out to Shaz Sade, another beautiful sister. I believe that's the sister in the top left corner. She's this is her channel, and the sister in the bottom right, SB, as in boy, SB, S as in Sam, B as in boy, SB in the bottom right corner, who expressed so clearly and beautifully and eloquently her purpose as a wife and what it means to be married. Okay, this is beautiful.
No, you alluded to this point about it being connected to your purpose.
See, I happen to think when a woman says I do, her purpose actually becomes her husband, because we are the...
Okay, now that's powerful. That's powerful right there. Okay, let me go here. Okay. Go to the NIV. Let's lock it. 12. A man ought not to cover his head, since he is the image and glory of God, but woman is the glory of man. For man did not come from woman, but woman from man. Neither was man created for woman, but woman for man. It is for this reason that a woman ought to have authority over her own head, because of the angels. Nevertheless, in the Lord, woman is not independent of man. She's not independent. Nor is man independent of woman, for as woman came from man, so also man is born of woman, okay? But everything comes from God, okay? So the woman egg receives the sperm carries the bloodline, carries the nationality. That's the man, okay? And the woman, she's her purpose. She's for man, okay? Woman is man's help me, okay? Woman is man's help me, okay? Let me see this. It's lucky. I'm looking for something. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for this. Okay, this is pretty much for the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. So again, when a woman becomes married, according to Scripture, she cannot remarry unless the husband, the previous husband, is deceased, until he dies. She can't marry until she dies, according to Scripture. So this is for the woman which have an husband is bound by the law to her husband. So this is the portion that I was looking for, which the sister said that he took her covenant serious. Let's go back.
The helpmates or the helpmeets. Now that doesn't mean we can't work a particular job, but remember our purposes are to be fruitful and to multiply. And being fruitful is, people always say they judge you by your fruit. So your fruit is continuing on with the good message from God, from your creator. That's the fruit. That's how, go out no matter.
Well, the fruit, be fruitful and multiply, meaning bear children. Okay, women, for the new kingdom to come after this current abomination is destroyed, women will be saved through childbearing. That is literally getting pregnant and having children for the men of the elect, the men of the new kingdom. Okay, so that's a beautiful expression. So let's go ahead.
What you do, we should always be doing it in the name of God and always demonstrating it very well as his chosen people, per se. That's how we should walk no matter what we do. I myself, in my own little brain, wanted to be a judge. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted that black robe. So, when you tell me you just gonna be a wife, it was like, that's it,
Yeah, 1 Timothy 2:12, a woman shall not usurp authority over a man. So a judge and a lawyer, not really a woman's position that the Most High prefers a woman to be in, and that's another lesson. But I just think it's beautiful to let her bring it out. So let me let her continue this, because I thought this was a very interesting video.
I couldn't get it. I didn't get it. But when I submitted to the idea, I actually love being a wife, and I would tell anybody.
See that? So when she submitted to her purpose as a wife, she naturally enjoyed it. Okay.
There are some growing pains because sometimes you just don't know, but you live and you learn. If he's actually using you for that purpose, which if you said I do, I think he would, and you continue to ask for the revelation of what you're supposed to be doing, I actually think you'll get it. And you may.
Okay. I think that was beautiful. I know the sister, she's not a practicing Israelite. She would have her hair covered she would know sex is marriage and all of that. She wouldn't be worried about a ring and all of that. So, but I think it's interesting this to even come across from my personal anecdotal experience. That was the first time I've ever heard a sister embrace her purpose, embrace being a wife, and embrace her divine covenant, okay, without without criticism and everything, okay. So she seems to be in full subjection to her covenant with her husband. I thought that was beautiful. Just wanted to bring that out. Shalawam. And I subscribe to Sister Shardae's website or your channel. If you see this, I'm Brother Abik. I did subscribe to your channel. I hope you don't mind me using your content. I did mention you in the description so that the viewers know where I got this content from. I'm not just trying to generate views for my channel. I thought this was very interesting and beautiful to see the sisters in your divine, virtuous position, speaking so eloquently. Her Excellency spoke so well, Sister SB. So shout out to Sister SB. Shout out to Sister Shardae. All right, you beautiful sisters. I appreciate the content. I did subscribe. Big ups. Shalawam.